Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Happy Monday, Run Day live, and we're late today. Sorry about that, guys. I'm dealing with some stuff here at the house, but hopefully everyone's doing good out there and having a great week so far. I know it's only for first day this week, but yeah, it's a pretty good day today. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. We're up here in the training room. We're gonna run some new stuff. I've got a brand new, to me, engine, which also means it's used, but it's all modded up and it sounds great. We're going to be running that in just a little bit, just testing that, make sure it works. We're also going to run the EM1 on the outer track because I've got this huge cold drag from last week. I didn't really have time to change the outer loop. I've been messing with the inner loop to record some reviews and such up here on the channel. So unfortunately, that cold drag's still here from yesterday, or not yesterday, but last Monday. So we got first comment. We got Del Hudson. What's up? Rail fan Roger. Hey, how's it going? But yeah, guys, we got some new stuff running. I've been working on these Long Island Railroad passenger cars that I've been painting, weathering, doing the detail work on the inside. What I did, stuff like that. You guys are always curious on upgrades up here. But these 3 cars, actually 4 cars in the set, have been completely overhauled with new lights, people, and painting everything. So it's be pretty cool. What's up, Radar? How's it going? Got a video coming out either this week. Nice. Yeah, on top of that, I forgot I have a Railfan video I need to post from last weekend. What's up, Rick? How's it going? I chased CNJ 113 Saturday. I just haven't gotten the footage together. I've just been super busy at the house. You guys know it's Christmas time, so everything's going berserk right now. We will do a Christmas run day next. I guess it would be next Monday, but that would be, well, technically Christmas. Well, Christmas falls on a Monday this year, so that live stream, I guess, whenever that would happen, it's already after Christmas. But we're going to do, for sure, we'll do a Christmas run session with the Polar Express next week. So we'll definitely run that. I've got to drag all the cars out and everything, but we'll be doing that. I want to do a post and pre-war run day for Christmas time, but I haven't figured it out up here. I haven't had time to get up here and start hooking up my conventional transformers and stuff. I don't feel comfortable putting my pre and post-war stuff through my TIU. I don't want to blow anything up. Be back in a few. No worries. What's up, Jub? Jim Davis, how's it going? PRR Sean, welcome to the channel. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hey, thank you so much. Yes, tomorrow, guys, is my 1 year at Amtrak. So looking forward to that. It's going to be pretty cool. Get a little pay boost, which is nice. Get your 95% rate, which is awesome. Your doodle bug arrived today. Very cool. Yeah, I have to do that review this week. I have to. It's like becoming old news. It's up here somewhere. I don't even know where's the doodle bug. What the heck? I don't even know where my doodle bug is. Did it doodle away? Is it on the shelf? What do we got? Where is it? What the heck? Looking for it. The doodle bug is safely stowed away on the shelf. So I got to do a review on that too, because why not? What's up, Duluth? Missable and Iron Range Productions. Welcome to the channel. Sorry, I can barely read sometimes. That's a cool railroad name. That's awesome. I never heard of that railroad. That's why. But welcome to the channel. Got some new faces in here, guys. Thank you so much for stopping in. What's up, Brian Cahill? Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah, guys. Don't forget to hit the like. It really helps. Also, we're dealing with some new technology. YouTube updated some terms, so I had to sort through all that. That's why we're late as well. Then also the phone updated today. It like totally shut everything down until you updated. So we're rocking and rolling with the newest, latest and greatest. You know. Good old. Oh, cool. Now I'm getting all the notifications through the laptop. This is crazy. We're using all Mac stuff, and it's just everything's just popping up on the corner there. It's all good. What's up, Mr. Shades? Glad you made it. But yeah, we got some cool stuff going on this week. I've got to get that CNJ video up. before anything else. I'm gonna probably try to work on that tonight. Like definitely tonight. I gotta work on that video. Get it up for tomorrow. There's just so much footage. It's an easy edit. It's just I gotta sort through what I got and then place all the different. You guys know how my videos are. The railfan videos, I like to make everything look like it's one continuous trip. So the engine sends out, returns, and one cohesive railfan uh, sewn together package there. So I gotta sort through all my stuff, and you guys know. But that should be out soon. I'd love, I'd love to get that video up as soon as possible. Um, do you have a DMIR Yellowstone? No, I've got a BNO Yellowstone. We're actually running that tonight. I'm glad you asked. That's awesome. But yeah, I got the BNO EM1 sitting on the track. Um, got Del Hudson saying hi to people. Got Mr. Shades. Looks like it's a go Amtrak from Scranton to NYC by 2020. Ooh, that would be a fun project to be on. Might be a little sketchy because there's bears up there. But yeah, so that'd be a cool project. I don't know when those bids are going to come out. And honestly, if it's an NYC project, they're actually working on a new TLM, which is a track laying machine. I wasn't part of the TLM. I was part of TLS, track laying system. There's like let's just call it 3 gangs that make up the TLS. One destroys the track, one builds the track, and the other one puts the track and finalizes the track, like puts it together in welds and quality control. They're very important. All 3 gangs are very important. I was in the first gang, the destruction gang, which is kind of crazy to think about. You know, you're destroying track. But I'll be honest with you guys. I am not a fan of concrete ties working on concrete. It's not the same. It's not that old wood tie. You don't get the same. I don't know. I'm old school, I guess. I'm like old school railroad. But the concrete does ride very nice. I actually rode on the track that I helped build last Thursday for work. And that was last Wednesday for work. And I'm just riding this track. I'm like, whoa, like this is so nice compared to the wood ties at the high speeds. So I do understand why they're putting in concrete. I don't like working on concrete. It's a pain in the butt because compared to like a couple guys at tongs, you can't lift up a concrete tie. They weigh 800 plus pounds a piece. On top of that, it's just the way that they clip in. It's a little complex, but it is very simple compared to making things even, making it safer, where the welds are located, where joint bars are located for CNS. You know, it is so much easier because there's so many. There's so much to building track. It's not just 4 foot 8.5. The whole railroad. That you get gauging problems. You get different size rail. You get different types of rail, different size webs, different plates, different fish plates, different bolt hole arrangements, all kinds of different hardware. So if you just go to concrete and everything is just uniform concrete, there's a couple different variations of concrete, which, it's the history repeats itself. Like, what can I say? It's not the be all end all of railroads. The concrete tie will eventually become the wood tie, the wood tie replacement for high speed. But it still has its own hardware problems. It still has its own, attitudes on the railroad. So I think wood on high speed and things like that, you get a lot more problems compared to the concrete. But then again, I remember hearing before I even worked for the railroad, like years ago, they came out with these concrete ties that were not sufficient. They were made like from a European design or something, and they had defects. And then they had to tear out a bunch of ties. I forgot when that was. I think it was like early 2000s. I remember hearing something about that online or something. But the new stuff they're making in house, it's all made here in the U.S. It's not shipped overseas, so that is good to hear that people are. I like to hear people working on railroads here, not buying stuff from out of the country for our railroads. But there are different style concrete ties. I heard that there's like a 50-year tie. There are 25-year ties. Um, they're trying to make a 75-year tie. Then on top of that, there's different types of clips. You'll see like Pandro clips, which look like, a C like this, and they hit in under here and they hold the rail down. Then there's also clips that are like a knuckle that we were using all summer into the winter project. Then there's pretzel clips, which you have to use a special tool. So there's all kinds of different stuff. So like the wood, there's different hardware, different plates, hole patterns, all kinds of stuff, like half plate over welds. You're going to concrete, and there's also different rail. Not everything's uniform. Like I saw concrete last week, they were using like 140 ribbon. I'm like, that's old school. Everything that we replaced was 136. So it's just all kinds of stuff. But that's why I'm here to learn about the railroad, work with it. It's just the modern tech. I'm sure there'll be tie gangs now that are going to start to work on concrete to do replacement. I don't know how often they're going to have to do that, which is concerning for jobs, but it's just the new technology. I could rant about this all night, but just bringing you guys to your attention that the concrete runs really nice. So it's all good. What's up, DB Tech? Saw you stopped in here at the Blue Wrench. How's it going? Got some other like that needs more likes. That's great. Do you like the SD70 ACUs? They're cool. I'm more of an Ace fan, or like the 70s ACs are cool. I like SD60s, SD40s. I'm really a 4-axle guy. I like 4 axles for some reason. 6 axles are cool. I just 4 axles for some reason. I like GP30s, GP7s. Oh, yeah, 7s, 8s. Or actually, no, sorry, 7s and 9s are like my two favorite diesels. Just the simplicity of them, and then 30s are like a runner up. But it is what it is. What's up, AV Savannah? How's it going? What's up, John? Steve, how's it going? C. Kelly, what's up? Yeah, we'll start to run stuff. Let's do 8:30, a little bit earlier tonight. But it's my fault because we're running late. So, but yeah, guys, it was crazy. You're a fan of GP30s. That's awesome. I just bought a GP30. Is it sitting down here? Is it? Oh, yeah. I was running this like last night. It's just sitting on the floor. It's my Penske GP30. So this is such a weird locomotive. I can't wait to do a review on this. It's a TMCC with legacy that someone added in here. And yeah, it's the TMCC build and everything, but there's a legacy board. Legacy sounds. It's crazy. I can't make this stuff up. It's crazy. Like you buy stuff on eBay, you don't know what you're getting, and it comes over to the house. I'm like, what the heck is this? So put it on the track, and it has legacy sounds, but it's a this is Rail Sounds 5. So it actually has a totally different sound set than what it's supposed to have. And it's actually from a different locomotive. It's from a Union Pacific. So that's just Rail Sounds 5. Yeah, it should be Rail Sounds 5, but it's not. What's up, Ed? How's it going? It's a nice surprise. I know, right? What's up, Philip? I just have a 48-ounce bottle of Apple Harvest. Oh my God. It's not one of these. This isn't 48 ounces. This is, what is this, 12? 10? This is like a 10-ounce, about 8-ounce, something like that. That's crazy. 48 ounces of Apple Harvest. That's a lot of harvesting. You'll be happy with it though. That's a good scent. Very good scent. 6 of those. Wow. Wow. That's a lot. So they're 8-ounce bottles. That's crazy. Enjoy your apple harvesting. That's awesome. Coffee. Coffee. Coffee's good. The old coffee clogged a lot of my smoke units. The newer coffee is different, totally different. I think my coffee's sitting here, is it? Cranberry. I don't even know what happened to it. Oh, here it is. This coffee is different. You can see how light it is. The old coffee had like a brown tint. Let's smell it. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I mixed. This isn't coffee anymore. This is Lionel Campfire that someone bought me for Christmas, mixed with the leftover coffee and hot chocolate all in one. So it's a very special mix right here. It's a Nix mix. What can I say? Those are cool engines too. Legacy engines drink fluid. Yeah, so this one smokes like a chimney. MTH stuff's pretty cool. Whenever I get a new MTH engine, I like to open it up. Not new. I'm talking about used, new to me engine. I like to open them up, check the smoke unit, check the batter. I have replacement wicks that are MTH. I put 3 wicks. Sometimes there's only 2. I believe the newer ones have 3. I like to take them, put them around the smoke element, twist them, shove it all in there. Just shove it in there. And then pre-soak the wicks once it's in the smoke unit. Don't do it before because you'll never get the wicks in there. Your hands are going to get like all nasty. Smoke units are so nasty to deal with. But I feel like every engine, the bane of its existence is that smoke unit, or it's like the weakest part of an engine is the smoke unit, because the smoke unit goes up, it fries everything else. This engine that you guys will be seeing tonight, which is in the corner, the Western Maryland and the thumbnail, that engine, this is crazy. This is the second time it's happened. I would like to reach out to MTH to ask them what's going on. But before I program my engines, the steam engines only, smoke unit works. It works in conventional when I'm testing it. After programming the engine, the smoke unit element circuit doesn't work, but the fan circuit works. So I had to use another relay and a power board for this. What's up, Uncle Salty? What's up, ES? What's going on? Hot chocolate says, man, probably holds Nick for all this. Oh, yeah, that's about right. Yeah, John, that's great. Yeah, that would last a little bit, a little bit more than a month, maybe like a month and a day, Whew, that light's right there. I'm usually sitting further over. Let's do this. There we go. Chunky and powerful. Yeah, that's cool. Smoke boost button. Yeah, don't do it. I'll tell you this. The only time I ever hit smoke boost is if I add too much fluid I'll hold it for like 5 seconds. And that's like if it's a fan driven smoke boost, not the element. So all TMCC engines have smoke boost. It's if you hold number 9. So 8 turns off your smoke unit, 9 turns on the smoke unit. Hold 9, it does smoke boost. For early TMCC, it's literally a puff and chuff, or any puff and chuff engine. So also known as any engine without a fan driven smoke unit, do not hit the smoke boost. I'm telling you guys, don't do it. You will fry it. Like those heating elements get red hot, or not red hot, but orange hot. It will fry those elements. You'll have to dig the whole thing out, and they're a mess. Also, you got to be careful because like the early Docksiders Lionel made in the 2000s, some of the K-line smoke units, also what else? Oh, Weaver puff and chuff smoke units have a plunger system. It works on a cam. So it basically pushes the smoke unit, then the arm rotates in the back on a wheel. So it pushes like a piston. On the back side of that piston, there's a little plastic manifold that it's basically when it pushes, it seals. And then when you pull back, that flap opens up and allows air to be allowed into that chamber for the smoke. That little plastic tab will actually melt either to the cam or the little baffle with the seal. And once that melts, you're not going to get smoke. You'll get like a sooth effect smoke because it's not being blown out. And then usually what happens next to smoke unit, it just melts. I had that happen in the Docksiders. It's very, very common. They have a very similar smoke unit. I don't know why they just didn't install like a very small fan smoke unit. Well, we know why. It's cheaper, you know, but it's all good. What's up, William? How's it going? What Canadian Pacific, Kansas City? It's pretty cool, I guess. Just as long as I don't know. I like the old school railroads, guys. Like lots of competition, all that stuff. It's just more exciting to me. That is a nice smell. Yeah, smoke pellets, guys. Here's my little spiel on smoke pellets. We're going to start running some trains. If your engine has always ran smoke pellets, since if it's like your grandfather's train or your dad's train, and you swear it's only ran smoke pellets forever, like, grandpa ran it with smoke pellets, you added it, you can run it with smoke pellets, but just do not mix this with smoke pellets. It will become like a caustic solution. It will actually deteriorate whatever's on the inside of your engine for that smoke in. It just hardens up. It turns into this, like, I don't even know how to explain it, like a foam. Then it gets very hard. It basically separates the paraffin wax and crystallizes it, and then you're just left with a mess. And then the smoke unit will not work. But if you've always used pellets, you can use pellets. I don't like smoke pellets. I'll be honest with you. I know it's cool and nostalgic. You can still get SP pellets around, but it deteriorates the a lot of shells. It pits them. On top of that, you can actually do it like someone just wrote in here. You have to change there we go. Philip just said it too. You can change the element and the baffle material or the wick material. It takes like 20 minutes to do. The longest part is soldering the element back into the smoke bowl. To make sure it doesn't short out, it has to be insulated from the ground. Then it gets grounded to the frame. You just run one wire from. It usually comes off the light bulb, so it draws a little bit more power. Comes from the light bulb, goes to your smoke. It's usually like a Y cable, like this light bulb smoke unit, and then it gets grounded to the frame. That's what creates the heat. You're basically grounding out this little it's a resistor, and it gets red hot in that little smoke bowl. So it's a nasty fuzz. Oh yeah. Change the element. Corporate's bad. 2026 shorting out smoke element. It probably just needs a new smoke element, and it's probably touching. What usually happens with those is that the cap of the smoke bowl is metal. The newer kits are plastic, so it insulates it. It's probably just a bad insulator or also a bad resistor. Because if any of those little wires, so that happens too. If you overheat your resistors, the wrap or the wire windings, they'll actually start to flake and they'll open up. And you'll actually see them starting to separate from the main core. Then if any of those touch that ground, it's going to short out. It's just how it works. It's basic early electronics. Lionel should make a 210-4. That'd be cool. Let's see. Hey, it's nice meeting you as well. Thank you so much for stopping into the live stream. It's great talking with you guys. Have a 2026. Keep shorting out. Yep, just read that one. Yeah, so let's say new element kit. You can get them at train shows. Allentown should have them. Kutztown has them for sure. I bought them there. Brand new element, maybe need shrink tubing. So Lionel, to prevent that, Lionel used to take that cloth shrink material and put that over top the element. So when the bowl cap is inserted on the bowl, it doesn't short out. It's just the earlier way to do it. If you want, you can bring it over. I'll fix it. We'll figure out what's going on with it. Just let me know. Send me a message. It's called a wick. Well, that's not the wick though. That's the batter material, and the wick is totally separate from that. It's literally, it helps as a wick. I will admit that it does help with that process to even out, distribute the heat, pull that stuff in like a wick, but it's separate from the wick material. The wick material in oh god, that stuff is so nasty. It's like a fiberglass if you ever mess with those. The Lionel batter kits, the smoked batter wick is like a fiberglass, real thin fiberglass. It's nasty, nasty stuff. I definitely recommend wearing gloves. Unless you want like really itchy or irritating fingers. The MTH wicks are a similar material, but it's not as like painful, I guess. Tiki torch wicks. That would work too, honestly. That's actually the same style material as the MTH. The Tiki style, but these rebuild kits that people throw together, you'll see them at like part stands at like train shows. Those are usually fiberglass, and they're good. It's just very painful. And these little fibers get under your nails or in your fingertips. You go to lift up something and you're like, what the heck is that? You got to like soak your hands and soap and water with like Gojo or something. They work good. Yeah. The MTH smoke unit, I redid all the wicks except for one. I have to do that. But my Western Maryland FAs, I redid one of the wicks entirely. Then the other one was okay, so I just left it. But it is what it is. What's up, Slide Cat? But hey, guys, let's run some trains. So I'll pull the engine around. We'll talk about her for a hot second. Get these trains running. Then I got to sort out the EM1, get her happy. Very temperamental. It's a good running engine, but doesn't like the DCS, TMCC talking through that. So I just use the remote as always. But yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, CNJ was great. Had a good time with that as well. I'm going to work on that video tonight. That's my homework for the night. Get that video up there. So give me a second, guys. Let's get this track hot. You'll probably hear her start up. Let's see. Should start up any second here. Oh. There we go. Uh-oh. No TIUs found. Great. Oh, God. Commodore Vanderbilt or Reading Crusader? They're both pretty sweet. You want me to decide on one of those? There we go. I would probably choose the Crusader because it's all like actually, I'll throw another one in there, Black Diamond. So you get like three of them: Reading Crusader, the Vanderbilt Black Diamond, Hiawatha. Those are all like very similar style. I think most of them are Atlantics, right? I know the Crusader was is that an Atlantic or a Pacific? I knew the Hiawatha was an Atlantic. They're all the same. All right, best part about this new upgrade kit, guys, we have the quill whistle. So you double tap the whistle, and you can actually quill it. So here we go. That is just so cool. So let's get her moving here. When I turn you guys around, we'll show you guys what's going on. Vanderbilt is a Hudson. I thought it was a Pacific or an Atlantic. You're thinking of the Dreyfus, right? All right, let's turn you guys around. Oops. All right, guys. So move this Maryland, Pennsylvania. So what we have here is this is an upgraded engine. Oh, it's glitching out. It's probably just the not sure. I got full bars and everything. All right, so this is a 758 280 consolidation in the Western Maryland flavor, and this thing is originally it's a Weaver, and I bought this up at Iron Horse. Did some trading back and forth towards this, and this engine is fully upgraded with Proto Sound 3. So I've got the speed control. I gave her a speed limit of top speed of 40, just to be safe. I'm actually going to change it to be lower just in case it doesn't fly off my table. We'll do a top speed of like 20. And that is just in case it goes crazy and it can't go as fast. Weaver's great. I just don't like the tooling with the motor assembly with this, because the basically the motor on the inside is hooked up to let me raise you guys up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Who owns that tooling now? I don't know. I would actually. This engine is a mystery. A very mysterious engine. Yes. So, John, this has 734 sound set. So if you listen to the whistle, it's 734, and then also the sounds. See if it works. There we go. Beautiful. All right, so we can get this to work. So there's like custom sounds and such. Hold on one second, guys. I'm actually going to reset the engine. Here we go. So this is basically it's a 734 in the flesh, but it's not. It's a 758. So what I thought about doing is possibly renumbering this thing, make it a 734. But this is a actual engine of the, Western Maryland. So I might just keep it as is, just because. So here we go. It has 734's announcements and such. See if this works. Looks weird. It's a consolidation. I think it's die cast, but there's a lot of brass parts. Atlas done an O-scale steam engine. I think so. Yeah, I'm trying to get the custom sounds to work here. Let's see. Sometimes you got to reset the app and go back into it. So anything without, from my understanding, anything without like trailing trucks underneath the cab is considered a consolidation. I know decapods are like 210Os. I guess it's still a consolidation, but I believe it's like anything without it has pilots and then no trailing trucks is considered consolidation. But yeah, I'm not getting any sounds on this. Let's see. It's small drive wheels, yeah. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to power it down because I want you guys to hear all the awesome sounds in here. It's probably just it's just a reset and everything. Also, you can do a feature reset, which I don't like to do. Let's do it anyways. All right, she's been feature resetted. Also, with this engine, the chuff rate is kind of messy. So I actually had to make it like 10 per. What's it? Chuff rate is 10 to make up for the smaller drive wheels. It's usually like 4, but the wheels are so small, it doesn't sound right. So I had to kind of goof around with that. So it's between like 8 and 10. All right, here we go. Let's see if these sounds are going to work here. All right, here we go. So custom sound 2.
Welcome to the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad. Please stay back from the edge of the platform as the train approaches.
So you get all the Western Maryland scenic sounds, which I think is kind of cool. I'm going to leave that there. It doesn't actually say Western Maryland 734, which on MTH's part, I think it's very clever because if it says 734, it says Mountain Thunder.
Okay, shut it off.
So instead of saying like, you know, Western Maryland 734, you're ready to depart, it says Mountain Thunder, which is great. I think that's so cool because in that case, it's a very neutral engine. If it said 734, I'd change the sound sets entirely. And honestly, I changed everything over to be probably like a Southern Pacific, like 6 chime. So here's some other announcements for you guys.
You will board our train Mountain Thunder using the access ramps provided once the train has come to a complete stop.
All right, that's sound number 3. Here's 4.
As we climb the 16-mile journey to Frostburg, we'll describe several points of interest along the way.
All right, it's kind of like a history lesson.
Leaving Cumberland, Mountain Thunder will pass through the Narrows, America's first gateway to the west.
All right.
The Narrows was used by the National Road, the B&O, CNP, and Western Maryland Railways as a way through the Allegheny Mountains.
So it gives you like a history lesson.
Narrows, Mountain Thunder will take you through the truss bridge that crosses over National Road. Let's grease up the side rod. All aboard and enjoy your ride on Mountain Thunder.
So I'm so glad it does not. I was really scared of like I didn't hit that last sound. Like, please do not say 734. Then I got totally scrapped this. So, like I said, my favorite feature of this thing is the quilling whistle. Two or three steps. Let's see. So you get like this really low growl. Let's see. There we go. There's the first step. It's a 3-step, which is pretty good. It sounds better than a lot of MTH whistles. So I'm very pleased with the sound set. It sounds great. And this is 8 chuffs. So if you guys watch it go by, I think the 8 chuffs suits it pretty well. I listened to a lot of videos of 734, and I tried to get it as close as I could. So I think 8 suits it very well. And this thing needs to be broken in. It's basically, it runs horrible at slow speeds, and it's because of the mechanism. But this is 7 miles an hour. I think it's doing pretty darn good. I gotta actually have to stop it really quick to add some smoke fluid. Well, let me bring her up a little bit more. So she'll run at like 2 miles per hour, but just really janky. But 5 and 7's great for like the train club. I usually don't run stuff over 10 for steam. That's the turbine, I think, right? The turbine. All right, let's get some smoke juice in here. All right. And I'm going to do a whole in-depth video on this engine, walk you guys through it and everything. Oh, dropping smoke fluid everywhere. Oh, come on. There we go. But that's, like I said, I've got some time over the winter and such. Towards the end of Christmas, I'll do a video on this. I haven't even visited any like train layouts this year so far. My local train layout was actually torn down this year, which was very sad. That was an awesome layout. It's one of the fire departments on my channel. They tore that down this year, which is very, very upsetting. The town is upset about it because there's like a staple crop in town, and then there's a couple other railroads running. Also, my train club I haven't even been to. We're doing a Christmas party this weekend for the members, so I plan on filming that so people bring in and run. It should be really exciting. And then, yeah, it's just been busy, guys. It's been very busy. So here we go. Let's run this engine. Got some juice in there. And she does all the crossing sounds. We are running very cherry. Also cinders, as always. No, very cherry tonight. Let's get her smoking here. See. There we go. Hey, CJ's Trains and Adventures, thanks so much for stopping in. Have a great night. Yes, I got to go check out 90 for sure. 90's going to go out soon, so I got to go check her out one last time. CMPA. That's cool. I'm trying to wipe this camera down. It looks like it's like residue on it or something. I don't know anymore. Where's my... Let's see. Looks a little bit better. There we go. Maybe there's like smoke juice on the camera. I don't know. Cinders is amazing. Do it. Buy it. It's my favorite. I may have overfilled this Coke unit. She's getting there. All right, let's get this EM1 running. So I'm going to point you guys over here to my left, so you guys can see it rolling through town. Let me move this. And the whistle and the consolidation is actually very similar to what's on the EM1. So I think it's very interesting. Philip Bender, I got that on eBay. It's a Rail King, so it's not full scale. What's up, Dr. Death? How's it going? Going pretty good. There we go. All right, guys, we got tons of steam running. Look at this. Getting kind of smoky. Perfect. Lots of stuff you don't need. That's like train shows 101. You know what I mean? What's up, Gus? Rocking around the Christmas tree. Yeah, yeah. Nice. Does anyone have any Christmas wishes for trains that you're looking for? What's on your list? I'm gonna turn these trains down a little bit. I'm not like screaming over you guys. There we go. Does anyone have any Christmas wishes for trains? I've got a couple that I've been looking for. Okay. MPA caboose is not orange. Okay, so an MPA caboose. This is actually the correct color. It's really close. The only problem was that I saw at White Rose that the windows on the sides, these guys here, were a little bit larger, and the paint was a little bit darker. But it's all good. Oh yeah, it's the Allegheny. Nice. Those are great engines. The PRR Doodlebug. All right, that's a good one. 031 track done. Nice. A blue one. Okay. That's fancy. Santa Fe Hudson. Yes. Oh, nice. 6-car RBM and Gold car set. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I added way too much smoke in the consolidation. That's totally my fault. Yeah, give her the blowdown, you know. Always good adding too much smoke, you know. It's all good. Let me turn that off for a little bit. Let the that is an EM1. What's up, Train Video Productions? How's it going? Someone write a comment. 484 New York Central. Really sweet. I may have missed. Oh, here we go. Ask for an MTH Lehigh Valley diesel. So, Rush, I think there's a couple that are out right now that have Protosound 3. They're Rail King, but they're full scale. Those are great pieces. Not gonna lie, they're awesome. And trust me, I wouldn't try to sell you guys something that was, you know, something that's gonna fall apart on you. Oh, so MTH made a bunch of Protosound 3 Rail King diesels recently that would work. So DB Tech, that's going to be out this week. It's got to be out. I'm like behind it already, but I've been so busy. But yes, I'll be doing a review on the Doodlebug very, very soon. Passenger car runs 611. Oh, God. Oh, 475. Oh, no worries. It's close. I mean, it's pretty close. Was in the garage when the UPS guy showed up. Trainworks box hand. Oh, God. She wasn't pleased. Oh, no. Caught. They've been caught. Oh, I hate that. Yeah, I ordered some LEDs the other day, and Nikki was like, "What is this? You know, how many more orders are coming in?" I'm like, "That's it, I promise." I ordered these tiny LEDs from Eva Model, and they're great for marker lights. And guys, all you need is a hot glue gun and these little marker lights, and they're so small you can actually fit them into the tiniest things. It's awesome. Yeah, Amazon always tells on us. Oh, what's up, Dave? What's up, brother? How's it going? Yeah, it's a good old consolidation. That's all. All right, let's see if the smoke unit wants to behave now. You always hear guys are like, they'll always ask their like significant others, like, you know, or their wives or whatever, and they're like, oh, what trains do you like the most? You know, what would you like? And they're like, none of them. I always love that. I've pulled that trick a couple times. Like, which one do you like? None of them. Okay, well, which one would you prefer? None of them. You don't need it. And it's like, no, I do need it. We all need a Dreyfus. Yeah. We all need a Dreyfus in our lives for sure. Oh, there we go. Yeah, she's flooded. Oh, no. No. I might have to do the old tip. You guys know the tip trick, right, with steam engines? You overfill the smoke unit, you shut her down, and you tip the engine on its side. I just added way too much. What can I say? Oh, man. Oh, man. Smoke fluid, I swear. All right, see if this helped. All right. So when you add too much fluid, 90% of the time it just will not smoke. Like it gets stuck, like it doesn't smoke at all. Let's see. And then sometimes it gets like a bubble stuck in there. You know, typical problems. All right. So it should start to smoke. I just need to like let this thing burn out for a little bit. But if I tilted the engine like upside down in my work cradle on my desk, it would probably help, you know, with emptying this thing out. But I'm just gonna let it sit for a little bit and let it cook. But yeah, the heating element's definitely flooded. Well, the heater crystallized. I've never had that with like a modern engine, but I've seen it like on post-war stuff. So, train video production. So, larger steam engines had a stoker, which is like an auger system that went from the cab to the turbine directly. 611 also has a stoker, I believe. A lot of the larger steam engines have stokers. Now, the big boy, I believe it's oil fired, or the coal fired version also had a stoker. But it's just an easier way to get the smoke or the coal in the firebox. There we go. So my Chessie Special has an AC motor. It runs horrible. Unfortunately, it's got a DC motor. Yeah, she's like way flooded. Oh man, that's my fault. Yep, Joe, that's correct. Yeah, it also saves your firemen from like wanting to quit in the first day. All right, we're getting the smoke back on the. Oh god, it's coming back slowly. Yeah, I added way too much. I turned the smoke in it off on the EM1, but now she's smoking pretty good. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, the 280 should be puffing out smoke. Convert a lot to oil. Yeah, 1309 will always probably be coal. There was talk, I heard there was talk about at one point making it into an oil burner because of the environmental crap that Maryland and West Virginia couldn't decide on because of the coal. They needed like coal storage. What was it? It was like what was it? Basically, they couldn't decide where the coal storage would be and where the ash storage would be, and then they were fighting back and forth of where it would be. I've read about this like in a magazine, and they were like, we should just convert it to oil, then we don't have to worry about it. Then I think Maryland came back at them and was like, well, then you need an oil storage facility and you need permits for that. It's like just nickel and diamond this thing every way they could. It's really sad. And then, they're trying to promote tourism in Cumberland, and that engine brings a lot of people out to Cumberland. So I don't understand why they couldn't give them a break on it. I know the state did give them a lot of money to fix that engine, but it's kind of like, we're going to give you all this money and then you can't even run it. So, yeah, John, I used to work at environmental for Maryland, and it was a wreck. It was a show, if you know what I mean, using family-friendly language here. But it was everything to get money out of things. And, 1309 brings a lot of money. So I don't understand that. All right, I'm going to give this engine a break here. Well, Nah, it's a decapod. She's just chilling. Decapod never layout unless I'm bringing it to the club, and then also large. Yeah, so that engine's like my daily driver. It's just like my little 040 hasn't left the layout since I bought it. Neither has my Strasbourg bars. Give me a second here. Yeah, I totally flooded the smoke unit. So I'm going to take the 758 off the layout for now. Unless I'm trying to add some air. But yeah, I totally flooded it. It's my fault. A circle of 084. That sounds like a party. That's awesome. 1309 Saturday with my brother. Oh, that's awesome. Sweet. Yeah, I almost did that last weekend, but my friend Jamie was like, "Hey, 113's running. 113's gonna be running. You should go check it out." I'm like, "All right, we'll do that." And I guess the best thing to do is just let this engine sit and let it burn itself out. You know, it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, the prices of Lionel. I've been preaching that for how many years we've been on the YouTube? Like three years now. Yeah, I mean, I just bought a Doodlebug. It's $400 retail. Excuse me. But it was like $386 after tax. Because the store that I bought it at, you know, gave a little bit of a discount for their pre-orders, and then they're also retailing at I think $370 something, $369, something like that. But yeah, on the catalog online, it's $400 for a little, Doodlebug. Yeah, they're cool, but they're not $400 cool. I mean, that's a lot of money. That's actually a ton of money for just one piece. Yeah, $359 for yours. Okay, it was probably something similar. I got mine up at White Rose. Let's see if I can add some air. I'm stoking the smoke unit here. No, it's not $400 cool. I'll talk about that in my video. I'll be honest with you guys. It's worth, to me, it's like a $300 piece, $250 piece at max. I mean, you're looking at Lionel. They've got these new theater cars, and they're cool. It's a Union Pacific theater car for the big boy set, but it's a $400 car. Man, it looks nice and all, but it's not $400 for a car. It's got like legacy sounds in it. I'm like, whoa, whatever, cool. It's not $400 cool. All right, smoke unit's starting to come around. Totally flooded this thing. Note to self: don't Don't add any more smoke fluid. Oh. Yeah, I just I'm not I'm not going to stand up for any brand if I feel like they're doing something that in the hobby it's a consensus. I'm not paid by these people. I've never been paid to do a review for any company. I've never been paid to try anything. I have a lot of good friends in the hobby that you know I've done a lot of reviews, from their shops and stuff. But that's out of the my own my own doing. I'm not being paid by anybody to do reviews, anything like that. I've done everything on my own. I've had friends say, "Hey, come over and film my layout," or hang out and run some trains at their house. That's different, But I'm not going to stand up for a brand that I think is out of their mind right now. But I've been having a lot more fun with MTH's stuff of recent. And there's a lot of guys in the hobby that don't like MTH, but it's tough. I'm sorry, it's a competitor. I've had little to no problems with MTH. Yeah, MTH is great. They make a great product. These upgrade boards are just so much fun. We're gonna try the smoke unit. It's so weak right now, but we're gonna run her. But I'm having a lot of fun with these upgrade kits, and honestly, adding this TIU DCS setup to my layout has made it a lot more fun to run my trains. Yeah, she's barely smoking, but it's getting better. She's coming around the mountain. All right, a little bit better each time around. Put buying Lionel locomotives years ago. I just feel like we're not getting a good value. I mean, if you look at the Lion Chief Plus, if you look at what you're paying for Lion Chief Plus, and then you look at a Rail King engine, I've said this for years, with Rail King, you're getting the same exact sounds in a Proto 3 than you would in a Proto 3 Premiere. The same sounds, the same horns, the same chuff, the same smoke unit, the same, playability, the same speed control, the same exact operating system. So when you go to link up, let's just say I've got this Rail King SD9, it's full scale, and I want to run it with, my Premiere FAs, my FA A's and B's. Everything will run together. I cannot run a Lion Chief Plus engine successfully with, as a lash up with, a legacy engine. I'm sure you could. I don't know if you can or not, but I don't think it would work out pretty good. I mean, pretty well. I think it would just crash and burn. But I love TMCC. I'll buy TMCC stuff like this EM1 TMCC, my GP30. I've got another GP30. What else we got? I've got a couple of other pieces like Consolidation, my K4, my shoot me look at the shelf. Oh yeah, my Train Master. Also my Erie U-boat. Then I've got Reading T1. That's like on my later list. T1 for a decent price, yeah. But like right now, I'm enjoying what I have for right now. I've got to hold up buying trains. I've got so much stuff up here to mess with right now. I'm mostly just going to be doing upgrades and such. All right, she's smoking. And we lost connection with the engine. Nope, we got it back. So that setting on the caboose is for your power for the smoke unit, so it's not sending all that power to your caboose for the smoke. That's just the switch. But I mean, as an operating system, TMCC is bulletproof. Stick with MTH. Yeah, Lionel's prices right now are out of this world. I don't know what they're thinking. MTH is actually, it's like I said, I bought my SD9 for my friend, and I think it was like 360 something, 350, 358. I mean, that's a great engine. I mean, it's awesome. Is it down here? I think it's. No, the SD9's on the shelf. And then I also bought those NW2s, and I have an SW9. They're great. Awesome pieces. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's all expensive right now. I'm going to give this engine a break, the 280. I'm going to put up another consolidation. So give me a second here. I'm actually going to put the engine on my desk so the smoke unit can breathe. I feel so bad for that smoke unit. I flooded it entirely. It looks like it's getting a little bit better. And guys, those are the marker lights I installed. Those really nice bright green marker lights. The LEDs in there and those are absolutely tiny. And then what I did was I actually held my finger at the end of the lamp like this and shot hot glue in this front until it filled the entire globe. There's a lens here. This is an original lens, but the LED comes through the back. So shot hot glue in there, made a nice lens. Wait for it to dry. You can take a really small file or piece of sandpaper and sand the glue to make a nice lens. And that LED is nice and insulated as well from the frame, so it won't break anything, won't hurt anything. Hey, thanks to Big Tech. Yeah, those are Eva model. They're just tiny. I mean, like, guys, these LEDs are so small, they could fit on the head of a pencil, like the tip of a pencil, like a pen tip. They're smaller than like a ballpoint pen. They are absolutely tiny, and you can fit them in anything. So, like old TMCC marker lights that are incandescent, that burn out them, the Plymouths, like the my Strasbourg Plymouth, those bulbs quick. That was a big problem with those. What else? I mean, even the marker lights on this EM1 up top, the little green marker lights, they'd fit in there. Also, rear marker lights. And they also have a very tiny wire so you can conceal it. You're not going to get that nasty like wire sticking out that you see on the front. Yeah, they are very bright. They're brighter. They're showing up brighter on the camera. I guess. Oh, hold up. The cool thing is, so MTH headlights. Let me actually slow this EM1 down. I'm going to give her a break. Whew. Shut her down for a little bit. So with this engine, all MTH engines, the way the headlight system works is that there's a diode, so the power can't go back to the light. It's all polar. So as it's wired right now, the headlight is wired in forward mode, but the what do you call it? The marker lights are non-polar, so it doesn't matter which way it's set. So basically, when this engine is in forward mode, everything lights up. But then if I put it in reverse, those marker lights turn out. But then once it starts moving, I thought this was kind of cool. The marker lights turn on very dim. Now, I did think about rewiring those and putting red lamps in there, but that would just be too much work. So when it's running in reverse, those lamps turn to red, but it's not very prototypical. So we're going to keep it as is. Smoking it slowly coming around. Yeah, it was kind of a mistake. I thought the marker lights would be out the entire time, but that's just how they are. And then also, I'll get you guys down low. You can see the paint job I did on these cars. But like I said, when all the cars are done, we're gonna talk about it. $500 caboose. What's that? The camera caboose? What's up, Bill? How's it going? Let's see. What's this? Symbol. Thomas? Oh, Santa Claus? What? So this engine's actually running pretty good at 5. It's like sputtering a little bit, but it's working pretty well. But I'm going to hook up my other consolidation, guys, and we're going to go till 10 o'clock tonight. I got to get to bed pretty early, or earlier than usual. It's got an early morning tomorrow. $500. I can't believe that. That's crazy. set this engine upside down in my work cradle so all the overflow smoke fluid can get out. Totally my fault. It should drain out, and she'll be back to normal in the morning. So, brass weaver cabooses, $600. Wow. All right, let's do the extended shutdown sequence. Do we have that?
Okay, set it off. I'm going to blow her down now. Clear? Clear.
Cool.
Take care. See you soon.
Cool. All right, I've never done that before. $30 limit. Yeah, you can do a lot with $30. Not buying anything for 500. Hey man, I understand that for sure. My most expensive engine as of now is that EM1. It was 600, 630. I had to have it. I was like, dude, I gotta have this engine. But that's like the most I've ever spent in the hobby for a single item. But you're also getting a massive engine. They're pretty rare, and it's been on my list for a long time. But I found one on eBay. It's like, you know what? I'll bite the bullet. You know, it says it was new, old stock. So I ended up getting that. But that's the most expensive engine in the collection. Is it really worth $600? I don't know. But I enjoy running it. It's a great runner. So I'll be right back. I'm going to actually put this engine on the cradle. We'll get my other 280 working. It's a Penty, a Barcode engine. We'll get that running in just a second. So hold up give me a second here. All right. Cool. All right, that's draining. Draining it out. All right, let's see. Let's grab the Barcode. All right. And this engine's very late TMCC. It's got Odyssey, early Odyssey speed. But she is a sweet runner. And it's just a simple engine, added a coal load. But even like these marker lights, when it comes around, I'll show you guys. Those LEDs would be perfect for that. So give me a second here. Let's power up. All right. So I'll show you guys this really quick. So even like these LEDs in here, you could actually use those really small LEDs for that. Now this engine I totally modified, so it gets 4 revs or 4 chuffs. So that's really it's late TMCC, early Odyssey, but it's a great runner. Unless it's not on the track. That's a problem. There we go. And also added firebox glow. It's got like an ash pan glow. Yeah, get this Z1000 power pack. 89 actually had a very similar whistle. on it this weekend when I was up in Strasbourg. $30B transformer on the way. Okay. But yeah, this engine was just an eBay find. It wasn't too crazy. Posted a video yesterday of one of the Lion 2 DPUs. That's cool. Very cool. What's up, David? How's it going? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, mine's the barcode as well. 1111. 1111. Yep. 4 ones. Got a barcode. So a couple of things about this. It's actually missing some of the front detail, like the handbar or grab irons, and they kind of fell off. So after being frustrated with it, I just left it off. I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm not putting this back on. It actually split in half. And it's not part of the antenna. The antenna is actually the handrails on the side. Yeah, they kind of rotted out. So I'm just like, you know what? Whatever with this. I'm not dealing with this. So I just left it off. So the top handrails are there, or the grab irons. Are they there still? Yes. So these at the top are on, but the one at the bottom, underneath the nameplate or the builder's plate, it's not there. Yeah, I thought this would be a fun engine to run. Let's see. I can actually pull the EM1 into the shed area. Yep. Yeah, Bill, I added a fan-driven smoke unit. I wouldn't pull anything with the Doodlebug, honestly. Oh. I wouldn't pull anything with that Doodlebug. I'm going to be honest with you guys. That thing has one motor. Do not pull any other cars with that. I wouldn't. It's got one little dinky motor in there. I just being honest with you guys, I wouldn't do it. All right, we'll hook up one diesel. So see if this GP30 can pull this cold drag. Yeah, I know it says like the smaller cars and stuff. I wouldn't do it. Especially paying all that money. So like servicing locomotives, I keep an eye on them to see what's going on, and just about once a year or so, if I run the engine a lot, I'll go through it and just add grease. So yeah, the fan smoke unit in the consolidation, I added using magnets. So there's 4 magnets, and I have basically you kind of calibrate it. So you look at your wheels and you look at the piston position. The magnets should be almost equidistant. Might be a little bit closer on one side to get the chuffs in order. But you glue the magnets to the wheels on the inside. It's 4 magnets. Use a reed switch for the chuff. Instead of just grounding it to the frame, you ground it through this little chuff switch. And then that's how I get my 4 chuffs. And then on top of that reed switch, you glue another reed switch, and you put that to your smoke unit. And what I use to power the smoke unit is just a little power board. It's a rectifier board, and it's pretty powerful. I mean, it can draw up to I think you put like 1 amp through the circuit, which is pretty crazy. But I draw them in at like 6 volts DC, and just pick it up off the track power. Now, if you have the option for a smoke on and off, or use the wire that comes from the tender for the smoke unit, use that, because now you can turn on and off your smoke unit on most cases. So like right now I can actually hit number 8 and turn the smoke unit off. It just grounds to the shell, and it's really easy to do. It's really cool. Oh god, the CRC stuff. Ran the Mark stuff. Grain of wheat bulbs. Yeah, honestly, you can get smaller than that with the LEDs. I can't wait to show you guys these LEDs that I found. They're awesome. Like for marker lights, for all kinds of stuff. Bill, yes. The smoke unit in that Barcode is so small. It's actually a smoke unit for a smoking tank car that I found on eBay for like $40. But it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. It's small enough to be glued up in the shell. So I used super glue with a brass coupler that I made myself. I took like just a brass collar, and I was able to fit that inside the existing, like match it up, and I super glued it in the shell. I used like jet super glue. It is actually in there. So I thought, put it out this engine when I first put it together. I'm like, I got to get the smoke unit out of here. And the smoke unit was stuck. But it's super glued in the shell, and it's heat resistant up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's in there. It's in there forever. But yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I'm just like, yeah, this little baby smoking out of a smoking tank car is perfect. If I find more, I'm going to buy them, because you can fit them up in these shells. Because, like if it has a mechanical smoke unit, there's all that extra room in there that's being taken up by like brackets and stuff for the hardware to mount the bowl smoker. So it worked out. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, it's pretty decent. I mean, I can slow it. I'll show you guys. It idles smoke because the magnets are touching. You can sometimes get it if a magnet's off by a hair. Let's see. But sometimes the magnets are so close. There we go. So right now we're between magnets, which is, I actually had to like, as you can see, it took a little bit of effort too. But while it's here, I'll add a little bit of, just a little bit of smoke fluid. But when it's between magnets, it turns off. And like I said, that's kind of hard to do. So you'd have to actually sit here and fidget with it. The magnets are actually underneath this drive wheel here. They're kind of camouflaged. You can paint them. You can get like, you know, whatever Pensy colors are the wheels. These are more of a, you know, a Brunswick color wheel, not gray or black. So you can paint the magnets so you won't even see them. But honestly, for now, this is fine. So let's. Just might take a little bit to see if it's. Yeah, it's pushing out smoke. And this one gets little bubbles in it. But once it gets going, it's great. And this engine was made, I think, in 2001 or 2002. Sounds great. And then you can see I added the firebox glow. That it actually just had an LED in there. It was kind of just sitting in the board, like right outside the firebox. And I'm like, you know what? It's not really, you know, the best, you know, light system in there. So what I did was I bought these Evans Engineering fire lights, and I put those in myself. And they work off of AC or DC up to 20 volts AC. And it's hooked up to the track power. It's a great smoke. Yeah, that's MTH for you. It's an MTH smoke unit. Look at that. Here you guys smell some cinders. There you go. Is that the ESS system? What do you mean by that? All right, let's get her going here. Then I added my own coal load. Oh no, this is stock Lionel. I just modded it for fun. No, I actually, so Jub, I tried to install one of those super chuffers, epically failed, and I was at $130. I was upset. What's up, Randall? Yep, kept it original. It's just upgraded switches. It's all electromechanical. What can go wrong, you know? But yes, I did try to install Super Chuffer and miserably failed. And I was so upset. I just gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go electromechanical, switches and magnets, you know, parlor tricks, you know, like old school parlor tricks here. And like I said, you just calibrate everything. You look. What's up, Tristan? Yeah, it looks. It's a little bit bigger than 113. Are you ordering a triplex? Not right now. Yeah, so New Hopes is a GP30 as well. I got to go over there and see it. I also want to see number 40. That's a cool engine. But yeah, my favorite thing about this engine as well is that the crew talk actually says the barcode number. So I think that's kind of cool. This is like one of my go-to runners at the club. It's such a solid piece. Let's see. GP30 is number 22. The horn's a little iffy, and yeah, it sounds like the speaker needs to be changed, which isn't a problem. I have spare speakers. So my only way of telling it's a legacy is that the shutdown. Let's see if I'll do it. Old Mercury. Yeah, the speaker's like totally dead. It's crispy. So yeah, I gotta change the speaker on that. But like I said, this was a used piece. It's kind of an oddball piece. It sounds great. I just need a new speaker. But yeah, it's 10 o'clock, so I'm gonna start the shutter down here. But the barcode's great. And it's like a sweet, smooth runner. Oh, got it between magnets again. So, like I said, 90% of the time when you stop this thing, it's going to idle smoke. And then the only other thing I should change is the rear marker light. The backup light's red. I don't know why they did that. Let's see. But this thing has the Odyssey speed, which is sweet. Yeah, it's old tech, but I mean, this thing works. It's solid. Very solid piece. It starts up a little funky, but look at all the drive gears and such. I mean, there's just so much going on. But she sometimes sputters a little bit when she starts up. But like I said, with magnets and switches, I mean, you can't beat that. I mean, it's a little delayed. It's like, come on, it's like nitpicking, you know? It's pretty darn close. You know, I had an old E6. It was a B&O E6 Atlantic. That was my first scale locomotive. I actually bought it during chase. I was chasing 2102 with my friend Jamie, and we were taking a break. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go on eBay, which is like the worst thing you can do. Turn you guys over this way. There I am. So went on the Scare Bay, and I found an E6 Atlantic. It was like $260. It was expensive, but it was my first TMCC full scale steam engine, and I ran that thing a lot up here. I was so proud of it. I love that thing. But then I was running it, and the eccentric crank um, decided to pop off, and then it cracked in half. It had like a zinc rot. So was running it like crazy, and then I tried to fix it. I tightened the bolt, then tried to find another eccentric. Could not find parts for it. Later, did I figure out, you know, Lionel hasn't really changed their tooling in 20, let's just say 20 years. The tooling has been 90% the same, especially with the Pennsylvania tooling that they got from like K Line. So like all the Atlantics, all of the um, Pacifics or the heavy Pacifics, the K4s, and what else? The Mikados are also K Line tooling. I didn't realize that. So this is before I was in the train club, before I had other friends that do mods and repairs and stuff now. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to run it without the eccentric. Well, I was running it during a live stream and it seized. It like went, it was running, went, I heard, and it stopped. And I heard the motor inside going, because it was like dead stop. I was like, whoa, whoa. I hit the emergency stop on my TMCC, shut her down. And I found out that the tooling for the eccentric, and then there's also it's like the secondary, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that goes into the cast piston. Everything got shoved up in there. It was like on an angle. So if this is the piston, that rod was like shoved up like this, totally seizing the locomotive. And I was like, oh God, like how do I fix this? Well, I couldn't fix it. The tooling was worn so bad from someone running it over and over with the bad eccentric. It just wore like a pocket up in there. So for me to repair it, you'd need honestly a whole new assembly, whole new tooling. And I was like, it's not worth it. I honestly, guys, it's gonna sound horrible. I threw it away. I was so disgusted, so angry with that engine. I threw it away. I was like, my problems are gone. I think I still have the tender or the tender cast. I threw away like everything. I was just so disgusted. I didn't want to see it. Didn't want to look at it. So yeah, I no longer have a Lionel Atlantic. I have a rail, or not Rail King. It's a PS2 3-volt Pennsy E6 with all the pinstripes and all that. You guys have seen it on the channel. That thing is sweet. That is one of my favorite running smaller steam engines in my collection. I love Pennsy steam. I'm a Pennsy Railroad fan, but the E6 Atlantic is just one of the most beautiful engines. Well, there's a lot of E's. There's E6s, 7s, I believe. Then there's also there's a couple others that are lower than that they progressed over time, but the E6 is like my favorite. So they also, one of them broke the land speed record at one point. They went over 100 and I think 118 in one, which is I can't imagine. Riding. I was actually riding Strasburg this weekend. They went about 24 miles an hour in one of those old wood coaches, which is what that E6 would be pulling during that. We were going 24, and that car felt like it was going to fall off the track. So I can't imagine going 118 or 120 in one of those types of cars. Be insane. So yeah, it's just changes. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. So try to edit some of that down tonight. It's already 10 o'clock, so it's getting pretty late. But I want to get that video up as soon as possible. There's a lot of cool stuff in that. Did a couple other like experiments for filming. Did my typical crossing shot of like the crossing gates coming down. Also did some ground shots with some foliage because it's fall winter time. So I thought it was just kind of different. So I just want to mix it up. Then also did some shorts. So you guys kind of got like a sneak peek of what I was doing. And then what else was there? We did the train ride, and I filmed out the window of the vestibule, which you're not supposed to do, but I had permission to, um, of the 113 going through Schuylkill Haven Station. So I'm going to add that clip in there as well. I did not film the whole train ride. Like sometimes I've done that, like film the train ride and incorporate it in the rail fan. We did the chase. We rode the last train before it got dark, got the station shot, and then called it a day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. It should be out very soon. It's a lot of work. It's going to be one of those, it's going to be a little bit of work, but it's all good. It's worth it. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for stopping in. Hopefully you all have a great week. Stay safe. Tomorrow is, tomorrow is my first year completed on the railroad. First year done. So I can't believe it. It's going to be, I got 30 more years to go. So it's gonna be a long 30 years. This first year passed by very fast, but 30 years on the railroad. But anyways, guys, we'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay strong, happy railroading, stay off those tracks if you're rail fanning. Hey, thank you, everybody. Yes, it's been a year. All right, guys, have a great week. We'll see you guys next time. See you guys.